Competitive swimming in Britain started around 1830, mostly using breaststroke. Swimming was a part of the first modern Olympic Games in 1896 in Athens. Men and women have continued to record faster swimming times as competitive swimming grows more popular around the world. Today, many young people, like kids, are taught how to swim at an early age. Kids can often be seen at local pools over the summer to cool down. However, some might get hurt while swimming. Others still are competing at the highest level. Michael Phelps, for example, is the most decorated Olympian of all time with a total of 28 medals. He also holds multiple swimming records such as the 100 and 200 meter butterfly. As you can see here, Phelps' relay broke the 400 meter medley record in the 2008 Olympics.
US, then Russia, then Australia, and I think Great Britain might have been fourth at the turn, so it's a long catch up for Petey.
Swimmers use incredibly efficient technique to glide through the water with the least amount of resistance. After entering the water or pushing off the wall, they mimic a dolphin's kick by doing the dolphin kick. The swimmers must thrust their hips up and down to push their body through the water, propelling them forward. Out of the many contributing factors to Michael Phelps' success in the Olympic pool is due to his dolphin kick. His wave-like motion he makes underwater contributes to his great success. A swimmer can control various factors, including frequency of the kick and its amplitude, or height, but how the athlete moves his or her feet in the water is most important. Almost 90% of all the thrust, or the propulsion, for the swimmers is coming from the foot behind the ankle. The flatter and bigger the foot provides the more thrust, and Phelps's size 14 feet certainly help him. Fish are very efficient swimmers. They swim by flexing their bodies and tail back and forth. The fish stretch and expand their muscles on one side of their body while relaxing the muscles on the other side. This motion moves them forward through the water. Fish with streamlined bodies and a stiff crescent-shaped caudal fin or tail tend to move rapidly through the water by swishing their tail from side to side. This action propels the fish much like sculling propels a boat. Fish are shaped in a way that minimizes turbulence and creates laminar flow. In order to float in water, an object must be less dense than the water. This difference in density causes the object to float. This happens by way of buoyancy force that lifts the object. The principle behind this lift is called Archimedes' principle, which states that the object, regardless of its shape, is suspended in a fluid, such as water, and is acted upon an upward buoyant force equal to the weight of the fluid that is displaced by the object. Just like an airplane wing, the convention for showing the forces acting on the hand is to break them down into a drag force and a lift force. The drag force acts the same direction as the oncoming flow velocity. The lift force acts perpendicular to the flow velocity and points in the direction of inclination of the hand. The amount of inclination is given by the angle of attack. The magnitude of the lift force and drag force is related to the angle of the attack. The resultant force is vector sum of the lift force and the drag force. This is the actual force that acts on the hand and is felt by the swimmer as it moves through the water at velocity, or v. Humans have learned to mimic the motion from a fish to propel themselves through the water. The forces exerted from pushing off a block or pushing off a wall can be seen from this free body diagram. F of g, or gravity, pushes down, while F of n thrusts the swimmer forward to propel them off the block into the water. Like Newton's third law, for every reaction there's an equal force exerted on the object. Such as this woman pushing off the wall in the pool, she is exerting the force that will propel her forward in the water, and then will begin her butterfly kick. Millions of people enjoy swimming, both competitively and not competitively, and we have physics to thank for it. Thank you.